Project Hail Mary. It is a 2026 science fiction comedy film produced and directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller and written by Drew Goddard and based on the 2021 novel by Andy Weir. It stars Ryan Gosling with Sandra Huller, James Ortiz, and Lionel Boyce in supporting roles. The film was a massive success, grossing over $660 million against a $200 million budget. Its availability on streaming platforms was actually delayed a couple weeks due to its continued box office success. Currently has a 94% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Who wants to go first? Heidi?
I'll go. I think it's deserving of the
accolades.
The accolades it's gotten. I thought it was really, really well done. I expected it to be a bit more boring. Drier. I didn't realize that it had a comedic element going into it, but I enjoyed it. I watched it with a few other people, and everyone really enjoyed it, including someone that had read the book and said that it held up well.
Yeah, my niece came. She lives in Atlanta. She's a big movie buff, and she came home recently, and I told her I was watching it, and she said the same thing. She had read the book and thought that it held up pretty well. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts over there, Chief? You didn't like it?
No, it was good. Again, this is one of those movies where you hear the hype, you going into it, you got to expect something really great.
Yeah.
I don't think it was great.
Did you think it was? So it was more lighthearted than I didn't know if I was going in to watch Alien,
right?
And then about halfway through, I'm like, oh no, this is like E.T.
E.T. Yeah. That's my biggest problem with it.
Yeah.
Is the cute alien.
But they didn't make it overly cutesy, I didn't think.
I thought they did.
Yeah?
Yeah,
it's a rock.
Well,
I don't like cute aliens. I just don't want that.
I didn't think they did make it that cute.
I think they made it so they can, I don't know. My alien movies, I want them to look something. I don't want them to be cute and
you want a little darker tone.
Yeah. Although I like the Rocky references, I'll give you that.
Okay.
They got Adrian in there and Rocky, so that's good for me. I don't know. It was long.
I thought it was a touch long. I did think it was a little bit long. Yeah.
It was long.
But I mean, Gosling he's pretty good. You have to be a pretty you got to be a pretty good actor and very likable to have a role like that. It's really just him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's not Tom Hanks in Castaway, but it's similar where there's a lot of scenes where it's just him in that alien rock, and it's like, okay, he's got to carry it. So he had some funny scenes when he was like trying to talk to him, and they're like going like this, and he's like, "Oh, I see, you're pointing over there, got it." Like that kind of stuff kind of made me kind of laugh.
It didn't connect to me.
Too cutesy for you, huh?
Just And then he kept saying, "What do you say, fist
pound or?" I don't know.
All right, I don't know.
Did you think that the whole thing of him like not going back home and saving Rocky and then living in that bubble they created for him, that's the very end. But I was like, all right, now you're really throwing down the sugarcoatness here. I don't know.
But he had the unexpected part was he did have the ability to send him home. If he wanted to, he could have made the decision to go home.
Yeah.
But for what?
Yeah, they do kind of set that up where he's just kind of doesn't really have much going on.
I thought he couldn't go home because there was like a leak in the...
He didn't think he would be able to, but they had the technology to possibly send him home. But then he was sort of ambivalent about whether he wanted to go home or not. And
I really didn't have anything anyways, right?
I was a little surprised when they revealed, well... Do I do any spoilers? Can I do spoilers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to.
When they revealed that they kind of forced him to go. He really didn't want to, but they believed in him, but it was kind of a hostage situation at that point.
So the one of the astronauts that went up there with him that did not survive was, and I don't know how to say her name, Milana Bantrub. So she was the AT&T girl, Lily.
Oh, yes.
Right?
What?
Yeah.
Remember the girl Lily from the AT&T commercials?
Yeah. That was
her?
Yeah.
So I remember seeing, I don't know if I looked something up and I was like, oh, because she's super cute, but she's also just got destroyed on the internet with
Because they're
all
sweater
these
puppies, though.
Right, but then they made him all like ridiculously sized and like a lot of. She really just got tortured online. It's actually bad.
I didn't know about that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
recognized her from
Oh yeah.
like in that role, but
like, it was like
If
a
you go
thing.
like if you scroll down any website, you know, at the bottom you get to like these sponsored ads, so to speak.
Yeah.
And you'll see her face with like gargantuan boobs of it's terrible. And so I was like, oh, she's got a role. This is a pretty big movie. That'd be cool. See,
And then she's dead.
And then she's like, she's dead. And I was
but
like,
it's
oh,
still
okay.
you know, how much did this movie gross? And it's starring Ryan Gosling, so
True, but I
Yeah.
mean, she's in it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
but
then-
it could lead to something else.
It could.
Hopefully.
But all
I
right.
didn't know that was her, by the way.
I will give you this though, Mark. I did say to myself, because after I like went through it, and I'm like, maybe I should watch it again now that I know it's not Alien or 2001: Space Odyssey. And then I thought, I don't really want to watch it
No.
again.
So, well,
But I did-
another 2.5
it's like-
hours.
But I
so-
did think it was good.
Yeah.
I did think
Yeah.
it was
It's
good.
made for kids, kind of, a
I-
little bit.
Well,
Are they going to be selling these rock dolls now to?
I don't think so.
To
I don't know.
McDonald's Happy Meals.
I mean, it wasn't really marketed toward kids.
Yeah,
The
it should have been because
So the writer that wrote the book that this was based on also wrote The Martian, and I thought, and they're both extremely thick books, and because they get into the science of it, which would go over my head anyhow. I thought that they did a good job of kind of, I didn't understand everything, but I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to.
Right.
I did think it was going to be more like The Martian. It was going to be a little like more about the science part of it.
Yeah.
So I liked the bit of humor in it, and I do think that Gosling has the charisma to play.
Yeah, he was the
whole thing.
perfect guy to play this role. I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah. He does have some pretty good charisma.
So I talked to one of my buddies is like all into aliens. Every alien movie, he'll tell me which movie is the one.
Yeah.
This he tells me which one. So I called him today. I was like, hey man, what'd you think about this movie? Just to get his opinion on it because he's really into it. And he said the only problem he had with it is how quick they learned the language between
Yes.
each other. He
I did think that was
He
a
said that
little-
was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what?
Good point.
His name's Nato. I said, yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's
But
a-
the movie was 2.5 hours long,
Right.
so they
They
kind of
needed
had to
to-
speed that up a
they
little
needed
bit.
a short-
I mean, it was 2.5 hours long. They could have.
They needed
Well,
a shortcut there, but
Yeah.